united opposition, if you may call them that?
I think anyone who is underestimating Raila's influence in the next election is not being very honest with themselves. Whether Raila Odinga runs or not will affect the next election. If he was to run for president and did not run for president with the current opposition, it means you'd have a 3-horse race. Then Ruto would most probably come back. If he doesn't run for president and decides to support one of the two, then the person he supports will have a higher possibility of coming back. So that's the first thing that we need to accept, that he is a factor in the next election. And I think what Raila is doing is just ensuring that he doesn't put his cards on the table too early in the day. Again, as I said, the whole intention of when you're a political leader is to keep your ship moving forward. Mm-hmm. We forget that the reason we establish parties is to pursue power. And you pursue power so that you get the capacity to be able to deliver certain interests from the people who support you, people who are with you. We keep talking about Raila not having ever succeeded to become president, which is true. But Raila has succeeded in ensuring that the people who support him consistently benefit because they support him. So he runs for, as we talk about where does Raila's primary support base come from? And you say it comes from Nyanza, it's got parts of Coast, it's got parts of Western, like that. So every time he has run for president, he's got support from these particular regions. Every time he's lost, we've had him negotiating, which unfortunately tends to be very untidy for us as a nation, because we're going to have violence, we're going to have demonstrations, maandamano, as he negotiates for a post-election accommodation in now with the new person who's won. And that has happened with Moi, it's happened with Kibaki, it happened with Uhuru, and it's happened with Ruto. For any one person to be able to stay relevant with 4 presidents, give it to him. He knows what he's doing. Now, I will agree with Mheshimiwa Munyoro. The Raila we have today is not the Raila we have had over the years, but that's also due to the dynamism and of politics and his own experiences. Gradually, over the years, he's gone getting better at negotiating. And that's why people say today, when you look at Raila, it doesn't look like he's running for the presidency at any given time. He's learned that you run for the presidency, and there's a possibility you'll win and you'll not win. And you must have a plan A, you will win. Plan B, you will not win. Raila hasn't won consistently. So I suspect that his plan B tends to be more defined than his plan A. Today, he's not in government. He's able to comfortably say he's not in government, right? But he's managed to put people who are very senior members of his party into government. He's managed to ensure that regions that have supported him have people from those regions represented in this government and hopefully affecting the development of those particular regions. As we head into 2027, and God willing, Raila is still with the capacities that he has, and we get to the election, I see Raila more interested in first getting a post-election arrangement rather than a pre-election.
Yes.
Why? Because if he does a pre-election, then you have reduced ODM's capacity to mobilize votes.
So chances of him supporting Ruto openly before 2027, or even for 2027, are very low.
I mean, this is politics. Anything can happen. But it's more effective for ODM to continue sitting on the fence, so to speak, even for its own grassroots mobilization. Because you see, Raila is only as powerful as he is because of the members of parliament that he's able to get.
Okay.
We've seen now, like in, is it Banisa? Or is it in Malava? Where Raila has actually managed to convince government not to run a candidate and to support the ODM candidate. It's ODM. I don't know which one of them has stepped down for the other one. Why is that? Because you're still negotiating to sustain your influence in government. Raila knows that he needs to have as many numbers as possible, even post the next election, to be able to negotiate with whoever becomes president. Right. He has his preferred candidates, but he's going to keep his cards to himself as long as he can. Well, the day he has to put them on the table, he's going to put them on the table, but he's not going to put them on the table too early.
Very interesting, the kind of debates we have on Raila Odinga and what Raila Odinga will do. It has definitely caused a lot of confusion, and that has been captured in most of the cartoons. And no, I want us to take a short break, Prof, and we'll be back to continue with this. Okay. Allow us to take a short break. You're watching Morning Cafe. We'll be back to finish this conversation about the kind of confusion that the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga appears to have caused the entire political scene. We'll be back in a short while.